Hare Krishna. It is explained that when Jiva Goswami came to Vrindavan and surrendered to Rupa Goswami, wanting to seek initiation from him, Rupa Goswami decided to train Jiva Goswami before giving him initiation. And what was the training? The training was in menial service. Even though Jiva Goswami was a great scholar, one of the greatest scholars in the land of India, Rupa Goswami made Jiva Goswami do menial service. Jiva Goswami would clean the temple of the Lord. He would make garlands for the deities. He would cook for the deities. He would massage the feet of his Guru. He would make palm leaves for his Guru. And all these services he did in a very grateful way, not in a mood of complaining. He was not thinking that what kind of service Guru is giving me? This is too much. This is a punishment for me. He was doing it in a very grateful heart. Krishna tells in the Bhagavad Gita, Tadvidhi pranipatena pariprashtena sevaya updekshanti te jnanam jnaninas tattva darshana. One should approach a Guru and render menial service unto him. So Jiva Goswami is showing us the right attitude of a student or a disciple. There is another very interesting story from the life of Rupa Goswami and Jiva Goswami. One time, Vallabhacharya, who is a very senior Vaishnava, comes to Vrindavan to meet Rupa Goswami. At this time, Rupa Goswami is writing his book called Bhakti Rasamrita Sindhu. And he gives this book, the manuscript, to Vallabhacharya and very humbly tells Vallabhacharya, you please go through this book and tell me if there are any faults in it. Vallabhacharya goes through the book and tells Rupa Goswami there are few mistakes in it. Rupa Goswami tells him, you please take the manuscript, make the necessary corrections and bring it back. As Vallabhacharya is taking the manuscript and going away, he meets Jiva Goswami. And he tells Jiva Goswami the discussion he had with Rupa Goswami. And Jiva Goswami is feeling so mad and so hurt that Vallabhacharya has found mistakes and faults in his Guru's writing. So Jiva Goswami has a discussion with Vallabhacharya and tells Vallabhacharya that whatever Rupa Goswami has written is perfect. And he tells Vallabhacharya, because you are not seeing it from the right perspective, from the higher principle, you are finding faults. If you see it from this angle, everything is perfect. Vallabhacharya is so impressed with the knowledge that Jiva Goswami has, and he brings the manuscript back and gives it to Rupa Goswami. And Rupa Goswami is asking Vallabhacharya, you were supposed to make corrections. Did you do it? Vallabhacharya says, if you have a disciple, such a genius disciple like Jiva Goswami, how can there be any faults in your writing? Whatever you have written is perfect. Radha and Krishna are personally dictating to you. And Vallabhacharya walks away. So when Jiva Goswami comes to meet Rupa Goswami is so angry at Jiva Goswami. Even though Jiva Goswami did this in order to please his Guru, not in a mood of pride, but in a mood of humility and love and respect for his Guru. But Rupa Goswami chastised Jiva so badly and told him, you get out of this place. You're not fit to live in Vrindavan. Your heart is filled with pride. And Jiva Goswami walks away and he goes to a place called Nandaghat. And there's a small hole on the ground which a crocodile has made, and he goes and stays in that hole. And he doesn't eat anything, he's just fasting and he's weeping throughout. Why? Because he's feeling that I have offended my Guru. Just see this beautiful attitude of Jiva Goswami. Even though he actually didn't offend, he did it with the right intention. But he took the chastisement from his Guru also in the right spirit. He was not thinking, what kind of Guru I have, he's not understood me. Rather, he was thinking, no, it is my fault. I have pride in my heart. I have offended my Guru. And he stayed there for many days without eating anything, practically, without sleeping, the entire day crying. And finally, the elder brother of Rupa Goswami, Sanatan Goswami, finds out about Jiva Goswami and brings him back and unites him with his Guru, Rupa Goswami. So through this beautiful pastime also, Jiva Goswami is showing all of us what the attitude of a student or a disciple should be. Even when he is chastised by his Guru, he takes it in the right spirit. And this is how the relationship between Rupa Goswami and Jiva Goswami became very, very thick. Because Jiva Goswami's love for his Guru did not go down in spite of this chastisement. So we all can learn from Jiva Goswami the right attitude of being a disciple, being a student. And if we have this attitude, we definitely can gain the mercy of our superiors, the mercy of our Guru, and make a lot of progress in spiritual life. Hare Krishna.